Batman 3 Jokers is a 3-issue prestige format series from writer Jeff Johns, colorist Brad Anderson, and art by myself, Jason Fabok. Debuting in August, this series delivers the payoff to the years-long mystery of why and how there are 3 Jokers and what that revelation means to the eternal conflict between Batman, his allies, and the clown Prince of Crime. Let's take a look at the standard covers and premium variants available to order, and talk a little bit about the process behind the artwork. Each book will release with 2 standard covers, one featuring the Joker and a variant featuring one of our 3 heroes. For Book 1, which launches August 25th, 2020, we have the Prankster Joker as seen in Death in the Family, holding his bloody crowbar, and for the variant, we have Batman, blood-splattered and looking tough. For Book 2, which launches September 29th, 2020, we feature the Golden Age criminal Joker, looking menacing, with a smirk instead of a full grin. This cover takes us back to the first appearance of the Joker in Batman #1 from 1940. For the variant, we have Batgirl in all her glory ready to take on the Joker. And for Book 3, we have the comedian, the Killing Joke Joker, glaring through his hand, hinting back to the camera image from the classic Killing Joke cover, but also to something that happens in our series. And as the variant, we see Red Hood with his broken helmet, domino mask underneath. With a purchase of a physical copy of Batman 3 Jokers, you will receive a limited collector's playing card featuring the Joker and one of our heroes. For Book 1, we see the Joker with the crowbar and Batman mirrored below. Altogether, there will be 3 cards to collect, one for each issue. For each issue, DC Comics has also announced 3 new premium variants featuring some of the different looks the Joker has taken on over the years, but also the looks that coincide with the 3 versions of the Joker in our book. For Book 1, we have the Joker at the moment of transformation from Red Hood to the Joker. Brad Anderson added a hint of green coming from the acid pits below, as well as some dripping acid down the mask. This is an homage to the scene in Killing Joke when we see his full transformation drawn by Brian Bolland. We also have the Joker with his laughing fish, a classic staple from past Joker stories. I drew inspiration from both Detective Comics 475 drawn by Marshall Rogers and the classic Brian Bolland image he illustrated for his hardcover art book. Brad does a great job highlighting the scales and making the fish look extra scary. And lastly, we have the Bomber Joker from Death in the Family. We all know that Joker beat Jason Todd with the crowbar, but then he places a bomb in the room and sets the timer, counting down to an explosion that ended Robin's life. We see him lovingly hugging the bomb with a maniacal smile. For Book 2, we again have 3 premium covers. The first showcases our criminal Joker from 1940's Batman #1. We see Joker holding on to the bars of a prison cell, as seen at the end of the first story highlighted in that issue. I took some influence from the Joker from 1989's Batman, as it's always been my favorite portrayal of the clown Prince of Crime. Secondly, we have the Ambassador Joker, holding his monocle and dressed to the nines in a top hat and tuxedo. This is an homage to the great Mike Mignola and his cover from 1988's Death in the Family. And lastly, we have the Makeup Joker, another callback to Death in the Family, where Joker wore a flesh-tone makeup to disguise himself as a regular Joe. This effect has been reproduced in the films, with the Joker using the trick in Batman 1989, as well as in The Dark Knight, when we see the Joker without the makeup. That scene is also an homage to Joker using that disguise in 1940's Batman #1, when he dressed up as a police chief to trick one of his victims. And with Book 3, we start with a callback to Batman the Killing Joke, with Joker dressed in his Hawaiian shirt, carrying his camera, and shadowed in the brim of his hat. I tried to recapture the feel from the original Brian Bolland artwork, even using the small glint from Joker's eye piercing through the darkness. With another callback to Killing Joke, we have the comedian, the Joker before he became the laughing maniac we all know today, on stage bewildered as the crowd turns against him, hurling insults and tomatoes. This image was derived from the text we read in Killing Joke as the comedian complains about how hard it is to get up in front of an audience and nobody laughs. I also added a smeared bit of tomato across his mouth, which makes a sinister-looking Joker smile. And finally, we have the Joker from Batman Endgame. Armed with an axe, this image is inspired by the incredible art of Greg Capullo and colored beautifully by Brad Anderson. With that, we get 15 incredible covers coming to your local comic shop starting August 25th. If you are interested in purchasing a copy of Batman 3 Jokers, I would ask that you contact your local comic shop and ask them to pre-order a copy of the books and covers that you would like. Let's help support our great comic stores across the world and give them our business. I'd also like to thank everyone for their patience and understanding as we created this series. I know it's been a long road, but we are very proud of this series and have put many long hours into making it the best book we possibly can for you, the readers and the fans. This book is both a fun action adventure filled with great battles between the Joker, Batman, Batgirl, and Red Hood, but more importantly, a deeper story, looking at the scars that these characters have struggled with, both physical and emotional, and how the Joker seems to always be the one to make those wounds even worse. Batman 3 Joker starts on August 25th, 2020 with Book 1. I hope you all enjoy it.